Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, today is Tuesday, January 27th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. Again, if you guys are going through any obstacles or challenges, unfortunately for today, you know, it's okay. Okay. Allow yourself, like I always say, to go through that emotions, feel what you feel. If you have to cry, cry. If you have to scream in a pillow, scream in a pillow. If you have to go in your car and scream, do that too. Whatever you need to do to release. Okay. Do that, okay? Because we are in this time frame where we are getting ready to release and let go in order to move forward. Now, again, these messages sound really redundant because, again, it's part of life. This is a journey. Not every journey is going to be perfect. There's always going to be releases and letting go, but also when it comes to moving forward, that is also the energy that you guys are going to feel as well. And again, it is a collective reading, so even though you may have days where you're like, I got this. I'm positive. Nothing can tear me down. And then you might have a day where, the unseen entity decides to just get you. And now you're starting to think crazy about yourself and you start wondering, why am I here? And all kind of nonsense. Yeah, guys, that kind of energy. Okay. But the more you stay in this positive mindset or mind frame 1, 2, 3 on the timer and keep moving forward and having progress, the more you'll start to see things, change, whether this is mentally, physically, or spiritually. All right. So let's jump into it and see what messages you might need to know for January 27th. Okay. So Spirit, what do they need to know for January 27th? What messages do you have for the collective at this time for January 27th? What do they need to know at this time? What clarity and understanding can you give them whenever they see this video, please? Thank you. So for some of you guys, black or brown hair could be very significant. Now, this could be about the unconscious or you guys being connected to divine source. For some of you guys could be grounding yourself as well when it comes to being very practical, okay? So take what resonates with that. This card keeps coming out as of recently, and Spirit is very proud of you guys when it comes to you guys minding your business, okay? Now, minding your business could be anything. This could be about you minding your business because you guys are focused right now on your personal goals and yourself. Or there could be this feeling where or you can sense that something could be happening in the background or brewing. And for some of you guys, you could be just trying to mind your business, focus on yourself, and go about your business, okay? And for those who are not used to the collective doing that, because again, there is a shift in energy where people who are empathic and people who are very giving or always giving their time and energy to people who either used and abused their time and energy or their kindness, whatever it is that they try to use against the collective is no longer doing that anymore. It's almost like the collective is having more discernment about who they allow in their energy and who they want to protect and serve. And that's okay as well. Okay, only somebody who is a user will be mad and may not understand why you guys chose the path you chose. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. If I was friends with somebody who's always giving their time and energy, and I wasn't giving anything back in return, let's be realistic. I would not be surprised if that friend was to let me go. I'm just going to be honest with you. Okay, and that is where you guys are starting to see things for what it is. It's like, I know that it doesn't mean that everything has to be give and take, but it's almost like if this relationship, friendship, bond, whatever it is one-sided, what are we doing? Okay, so minding your business could be very significant when it comes to other people and you guys focusing on, your goals and dreams at this time. Okay, Spirit is saying don't let anyone stop you. Okay, Taurus energy is very significant. Okay, some of you may have Taurus placements, but again, there's something about your energy where you guys could be very trustworthy, okay? There's something about security, okay, drive, okay, persistence. Maybe some of you guys are into art and beauty. Even when it comes to luxurious things, you guys may be into that. But Taurus energy may resonate for some of you guys. Maybe the way you express yourself as well and sharing knowledge is very grounded, okay? For some of you guys could be thinking about going back to school. Now, this may not be about actual school because not everyone can afford to pay for school, even if you're getting like OSAP or a loan, okay? For some of you guys, this could be, like I said, going to a library or just going online and doing your own research and also making notes for yourself, okay? And the reason why I'm very skeptical about online is because now everything is AI. Okay. And from my experience, not as of recently, but I want to say last year when I was using AI to create like certain posts, not everything, but like certain posts, like for example, you know, the new moon in blah blah blah, the full moon in blah blah blah, because I wanted to make it look funky and nice. I realized that I had to correct Chat GPT a trillion thousand times when it came to making the poster. And I'm like, child, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna do the poster my damn self. Okay, so again, when it comes to going back to school and learning, you may realize that a lot of people could be using AI, okay, to replace people when it comes to knowledge and information, okay? And for some of you guys, you need that human interaction. I don't care what anybody wants to say. Robots are great, cool, but guess what? When I go to Walmart and I self cash out myself, there's times where I feel like I do not want to self cash myself. I actually want to talk to somebody, okay? So what do? I take my items, I go to a cashier and I'm like, hi, how are you? How's your day going? That kind of stuff, okay? Even if you do not need the help, just having that human interaction is very significant. And I don't mean like going around town, being like, hi, 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 hi. I mean like, yeah, it's okay to be to yourself, but imagine the world with just robots. There's no one to talk to, there's no emotion, there's no nothing, okay? It's just robots. You share how you feel, it's a robotic response or it's a calculated response. Rather than a human response is genuine. You feel that, right? Whether it's a good response, a bad response, you can still feel it. With a robot, you can't feel that. Even if they use words to try to make it seem as if like, oh yeah, the collective, blah, blah. You cannot feel that, okay? So going back to school and learning things could be very significant when it comes to how you show up. Throat chakra energy could also be very significant as well. So how you speak and how you show up is very grounded, okay? Take what resonates with that. So we have November, that's very significant, okay? For some of you guys could be, when it comes to endings and new beginnings, stepping into new adventures, that might be very significant. November may be very significant for some of you guys. I know we just started the year, but there could be something happening in the month of November for some of you guys, if this is like in the next few months. There is something about endings and new beginnings in order for you to take a new beginning, in order for you to have adventure, okay? Because we're talking about Scorpio and Sagittarius placements. So there is something about endings and new beginnings when it comes to also being more open, especially when it comes to like philosophy and also travel and expansion, okay? Expansion could be anything. It could be expanding yourself, meaning your mind, body, and soul, or expansion meaning that you guys are building and expanding onto newer horizons, okay? So some of you guys, clear communication when it comes to fast typer, and also when it comes to movement, okay? When it comes to new opportunities, being in flow, okay? You guys could be receiving a delivery, or you guys are receiving deliveries when it comes to receiving downloads, okay? Handbags could be very significant when it comes to self-independence and also personal strength. There is something about unresolved issues as well that could be significant for some of you guys, if you guys are, dealing with some situations of the past. But for some of you guys, if this is unresolved issues that you no longer care about, for some of you guys are stepping into your own independence. This could be about social media for some of you guys, okay? So social media could be very significant for the collective, and there is something about you guys continuing to post your content, okay, because you guys are helping people, or people love the content that you share, for whoever resonates with this or needed to hear this message, okay? So smoker is very significant for somebody when it comes to lungs, okay? Speaking your truth or speaking up, standing your ground is very significant. Also when it comes to self and main concerns, okay? So how you speak, how you express yourself is very significant. Maybe you guys are being more confident, okay? When it comes to releasing ego, like going through an ego death, that is also significant too. This card wanted to fly all the way to the other side. So some of you guys are cleansing your energy. Now, for some of you cleansing your energy, this could be like bubble baths, candles, spiritual baths, burning sage, burning incense, that kind of stuff, right? Some of you guys could be, you know, learning that it's okay to cleanse your energy. Now, for some of you guys, even when you come home from your job or come home from someone's home, okay, it's good to still cleanse your energy. It doesn't even matter how that person's energy is. You have to remember that energy travels, and you guys can be, you know, absorbing other people's energy. So having a spiritual bath or cleanse could be very significant when it comes to releasing the past or releasing people, places, and things. Okay, blue eyes is very significant. So someone could have blue eyes, or there is something about third eye and throat chakra energy about how you speak and what you see, okay? So there is something about stepping into peace when it comes to social media, or someone could be watching your social media and seeing how, you know, peaceful you may be, or there's something about you, you know, being connected to water because maybe you guys are water placements or water signs, or, you know, showing up as someone who has an inner calmness about them. But there is something about you guys having deep spiritual development, maybe realizing that you guys have deep spiritual, you know, developments about how you see things and how you speak into existence. And that could be different for people who are just learning about their journey, okay? Transformations, fire energy. So some of you guys are connected at this time and also being protected by the universe, okay? But there is something about fire energy. Now, this could be like an actual fireplace. If it's not a fireplace, this is about you guys, you know, burning this energy so that you can go into this transformation. It's almost giving like the phoenix energy, okay? Ash turning into ash so that you can come out from the ground and come up, okay? So yeah, phoenix energy may resonate for some of you guys. Maybe some of you guys, when it comes to spiritual animals, you may resonate with the phoenix, okay? So let's see what else shows up. Yeah, you guys are rising from the ashes again. Entrepreneur wanted to show up as well. So when it comes to self, main concerns, and also ego, releasing ego and stepping into confidence, you guys are stepping into leadership. For some of you guys, like I said, you guys could be the ages of 30 to 50, okay? At the bottom of the deck, too, we also have antenna. Even if you do have straight, loose hair, there's something about your antenna being up, like your spiritual antenna, your energy right now, okay? And you guys maybe are aware about this, okay? Some of you guys are finding out something in about 1 hour when it comes to you guys taking action, okay? So again, 1 hour could be very significant. The number 1 could also be very significant when it comes to angel numbers as well, okay? Okay, so let's see. So Spirit, what other messages do you have? Oh, thank you. Okay, so the 31st could be very significant, okay? And we did mention this as well. For those that resonate with the 31st will be in Cancer and Leo, okay? So there is something about Cancer, Leo energy that could be very significant for some of you guys, okay? Now, at that time, we still are, you know, at the end of the month. It's not the full moon yet, but this is going to be the waxing gibbous moon, okay? So again, for some of you guys that resonate with Cancer and Leo placements, there's something about either you nurturing something and being in this playful leadership energy. For some of you guys, this could be Cancer Sun, Leo Sun, but obviously take what resonates with that, okay? So yeah, there is something about you guys moving forward. Okay, we have the initials L. Okay, so take what resonates with that. You may have the initials L in your name, and then we also have initials W. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video too because I'm drinking some tea and I don't want my tea to get cold, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so had my tea, okay? So let's see. Only reason why I pause it too, because I don't want to waste any time in the video, because I notice how long my videos can go for, because I'm just like channeling. So that's why I'm like, let me pause it and drink my tea. And then you guys don't have to hear me drinking in the background. Okay, so let's see what else. Ooh, 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 ooh. That is a lot, but I'll take it. Okay, so winning big at the casino could be very significant. Now, this doesn't have to be actually at the casino. And again, because it's a collective message, I like to think outside the box because it could resonate for anybody. But going to the casino could be very significant in a sense of you going to like the casino, playing and winning something, okay? So some of you guys may go to the casino. This could be like, you know, Casino Rama. If you guys live in Canada, you know, there's Casino Rama, or you know, if you go to Ajax or Pickering, I think, you know, there's some casinos out there. For some of you guys, Las Vegas could be very significant. Like anywhere you live, whether this is in the States, Canada, no matter, casinos could be very significant. Some of you guys, this could be about getting like a windfall or a sudden change of luck, okay? Meaning like luck is on your side. The Wheel of Fortune is very significant. And another way to look at this too is also for some of you guys, when it comes to winning big in life, okay? Winning big in life could mean that, you know, no matter what obstacles, no matter what you go through, no matter what, you know, energy you're in, there is something about, you know, being grateful for the changes in your life, okay? They help you grow, okay? Becoming a role model could be very significant. Now, this could be modeling as in like you being a model, fashion, high fashion, that kind of stuff, right? Again, this could be about social media, you guys being a role model on social media, or there's something about you sharing paths with other people, and you are becoming the role model when it comes to movement and community, okay? So obviously take what resonates with that. Taking dancing lessons could also be very significant for some of you guys. Now, this could be about being in rhythm and flow, but also this could be about being in creative flow. Now, dancing could also be very significant when it comes to you guys moving your body, okay? Some of you guys, when it comes to learning new things, that is also very significant when it comes to going back to school, okay? So you guys could be learning something new and you guys could be sharing this knowledge. For some of you guys, this is about being in rhythm and flow. If you guys are not actually taking dancing classes, but if you are, you guys are learning to basically not be stagnant, okay? You could be finding something out in the next 12 hours, okay? For some of you guys, there's somebody in your energy now. This could be you or them. They could be wanting to go crystal shopping, okay? Or there is something about you guys using crystals, okay, when it comes to the intentions, okay? But for some of you guys could be bonding with other people who resonate, you know, with certain things, okay? And that's okay. You guys are building your own community. Or for some of you guys, even if you're not the one building a community, you could find somebody building a community that resonates with you, okay? For some of you guys could have been celebrating or, you know, listening to music. So like I said, taking dancing lessons when it comes to rhythm, being in rhythm and flow, okay? When it comes to crowd energy, okay? Having a crowd of people, you know, when someone's DJing and the crowd is there and, you know, they're hyping up the crowd type of thing. There's something about crowd energy that's very significant. Some of you guys are moving with such intention that you don't even realize that what you're building or trying to build at this time, for those who understand, you know, what it is that they're doing at this time, especially when it comes to their purpose. For those who don't know what their purpose is, you guys are still in that transitioning period where you guys are learning more about yourself. So you guys could be learning more when it comes to being in flow, being in your creative energy, you know, manifesting while you're in your creative energy is very significant. But also when it comes to timing, okay, you guys know when it comes to timing that you guys could be pulling energies together at this time, okay? We also have here, you feel like home to me, okay? Some of you guys could be getting more clients, okay? So take what resonates with that. Ooh, sorry guys, the cards like got all funky, but you know, I'll still try to fix it. So let's see. Okay, so Ooh, this card fell on the floor. So there's something about getting more clients, okay? That's very significant. For some of you that resonate with this, Dragon Ball is very significant. Now, anybody who's ever watched Dragon Ball, they know that, or the collective knows that anime is very significant for maybe a generation of people. Some people grew up on anime because, again, that's what we grew up on. Okay, so anybody who's born around the 80s and 90s and 2000s may resonate with this message because it could be a whole entire generation. Now, there's something about power, stepping into your power. Even when it comes to training, okay, some of you guys could be training at this time when it comes to, like I said, building. When you think of Dragon Ball and you see them training, okay, and I always like to go to this analogy because it's the best analogy to use, okay? When you look at Goku and Vegeta, okay, Goku is somebody who is very playful. It's like, yeah, playful nostalgia, okay? He's playful. You know that he's strong. You know that he's about that life. You know he can whoop booty, okay? But the problem with Goku is that he is too happy-go-lucky, okay? It's almost like when he's fighting for the fun of it. He's not taking it seriously, and that is why he's able to move forward and expand in his endeavors when you look at it on a deeper level because he's having fun with it. Versus Vegeta will look at Goku sometimes and be like, what in the world? Why? Like, how are you doing this? Why are you doing this? But it's not to say Vegeta's not strong. Vegeta's strong, but Vegeta's strong in his own way. Okay? Goku fights in a very happy-go-lucky energy. Vegeta fights in a deep emotional anger type of feeling, okay? He feels with anger. So you do something to his wife, you do something to his family, you do something to anybody that he cares about, game over, okay? He's going to, transform into the red, the blue, what is it, saying the yellow, the blue, the red, okay? And then again, you have, I don't want to expose it because I just watched something too as well, where I saw Vegeta, I don't want to ruin it for y'all. I saw something in the manga, okay, when it comes to Goku and Vegeta, and I saw Vegeta do something, and I said, ooh, imagine if him and Goku power up together. Now what I know, ooh, it's over. And that is what it's like for some of you guys when it comes to your power, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to your power, you show up, you do things in this playful, happy-go-lucky energy, and you could have people that are so serious, like they're so focused, and they're like, okay, I gotta do this, and I gotta, if I don't do this, this will happen, and blah, 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 right? Calculations, right? But you could be in this Goku energy where you're like, okay, let's see how it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it works, it works. It's almost like Goku. It's like, if I die, I die. And if I don't die, I don't die. It's the same energy, okay? So you guys know what it's like to be in your power, okay? Somebody could be asking for a sign. Okay, so this could be confirmation when it comes to affirmations or seeking for a sign. For some of you guys are loving yourself much more when it comes to healing, self-compassion and acceptance, okay? Maybe some of you guys are learning to accept who you are when it comes to your path. Okay, and where you guys are going at this time. For some of you guys could be receiving a proposal. Now, this could be someone wanting to marry you and have kids. For those who are into, building a family, especially feeling like home. But for some of you guys, if this is not about marriage, there's something about proposals, okay? For some of you guys could be planning families, meaning like a collective of people as your own family. Okay, Sunday could also be very significant, so this could be coming up in the next few days. This is Archangel Michael as well. We just talked about this. And also when it comes to niece, okay, so someone's niece could be very significant when it comes to family, okay, or when it comes to like your future line, okay. But we also have small teachers, so you could be teaching someone who's very small, like smaller than you. Even when it comes to kids, some of you guys could have kids that basically come towards you. Like you guys could attract animals, okay, babies, kids, seniors, people who have this innocent energy about them. Like they don't really think you know, a certain way because negative energy hasn't really, you know, corrupted them, that kind of thing. Okay. We also have the eyes never lie. Okay. So when it comes to being a teacher, or, you know, helping people when it comes to teaching new things, that is very significant. So some of you guys, when it comes to your truth and honesty, you guys are stepping into that. Now, there is something about silent confessions as well. Okay, but for some of you guys, this could be you when it comes to simplicity. Okay, for some of you guys, when it comes to hustle, okay, maybe you guys are hustlers, you guys are street smart. Okay, and there's something about, even when it comes to you being social. Okay, but there is something about you that's very sophisticated. Okay, guys, so let's see what else you need to know. I'm just gonna see if I can get some more cards. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What else do they need to know at this time, please? This video might go to 30 minutes also. Yeah, so flicker of light. There's something about hope, insight, or going through a breakthrough. For some of you guys now, when it comes to taking in information and learning new things, that's what you guys could be absorbing. Even when it comes to energy too. You guys could be very aware that you absorb energy, but also how you absorb information. For some of you guys could be floating at this time. So there's something about detachment and spiritual awareness, and also soft echo. For some of you guys are having a memory of who you are, or you guys are receiving messages when it comes to intuitive downloads about who you are. Okay, another card at the bottom is the bridge. Okay, so for some of you guys, this is bothering me. It looks like something spilled on it. Okay, it went away. What the hell was that? Anyway, the bridge. Okay, it says connecting energies or people. This is linking people to their own energies, or connecting with people, or there's something about union and support. And at the bottom of the deck, we have rising heat, so passion, energy surge, and motivation, and also reconnection, reunions with meaningful souls. So some of you guys are being in alignment when it comes to this energy with people, places, and things. Okay, being aligned with people who you're supposed to be in alignment with, and also being able to connect with people on a deeper soul level is also significant. Okay, so let's see what else shows up in this energy. I just saw awakened also. We have 2 hours. Okay, so there's something about receiving information in the next 2 hours. Okay, this is about truth and clarity as well. Traveling could be very significant. Someone could be short, but there's something about short communication or quick communication that's very significant, especially when it comes to love. Okay, so Venus energy is very significant. For some of you guys, this could be about attraction, or what you guys are attracting, or there's something about you guys tapping more when it comes to you being able to expand or have movement or change with it when it comes to relationships and how you love within your relationships. Okay, giving comfort and grace to people and, you know, those around you, even though you never received that. Okay, so we have Uranus is very significant when it comes to sudden progression. Okay, change. Technology could be very significant. Like I said, technology has been glitchy as of recently. Okay, even when it comes to astrology, and even when it comes to you know, humanity and friendship, society. Okay, being more open. Okay, there's something about this energy being very unpredictable. Okay, whether this is you or what's happening right now, and what, you know, what's happening with the energy itself. Okay, we also have confidence. Some of you guys could be stepping into confidence at this time. Okay, so let's see what else decides to show up. Let's see if there's like a country or a spiritual animal or flower that could resonate for some of you guys watching this video. Okay. Okay, so butterflies are very significant when it comes to transformations. For some of you guys, like I said, you guys are going through a rebirth, or there's something about a new cycle when it comes to soul growth. Okay, now this could be a soul growth with other people, places, and things, or this could be just within yourself. But again, when you see a butterfly comes out of its cocoon and, you know, it flourishes out into the world. Okay, so transformations are very significant. Being able to transform your life also could be very significant at this time, or being able to grow, okay, in this energy at this time. So being very grateful that you are given that opportunity to go through a new rebirth is very significant. Okay, because again, not everybody thinks about change, right? It's different for everybody. So let's see. Lavender. Okay, so lavender could be very significant as well. We have instable at the bottom of the deck, so some of you guys could be a bridge between both worlds. Okay, this is about complexity, spiritual crossroads, and also negotiation. Okay, for some of you guys have a layer of culture. Now, layers of culture could mean that you may look a certain way, but when it comes to your soul, okay, you are culturally diverse when it comes to your soul. You've been here more than once. You know things when it comes to ancient knowledge and wisdom dealing with people, places, and things. Okay? Take what resonates with that. Okay. So we have here initials R, okay, for some of you that resonate with this. And then we also have initials X. If you notice, it says X. There's a lot of X, okay? So not sure whose name starts with R and X, okay? But that's confirmation. That is the first time I've seen so many X's like in a reading. Like the only X names that I really know is like Xavier, yeah, Xavier, and I don't know much. Maybe Xavier, Zania, like instead of spelling it Zania, you would spell it Xania. Okay, so that could be confirmation, but moon cycles are very significant. This looks like a gibbous moon cycle, okay? And also we have here protection, okay, when it comes to evil eye protection, okay, protecting yourself, protecting your energy, being protected as well is very significant, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see it, this message or video. And again, thank you for supporting my page and channel. I actually will get going because I actually have to post the blog post that I said that I would post for you guys for today when it comes to you guys learning more about the full moon that's coming up, and also when it comes to the crystals that I wanted to post before, which is the color orange, okay? So I will be working on those and getting that posted out for you guys, hopefully today. Okay, because I've already typed it up and stuff. It's just to post it and then create a post on TikTok for you guys so that you guys can, you know, take a look and stuff. So anyways, I'm going to end it here. It's already 32 minutes. Thank you guys for watching up until this point of the video. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, follow me on YouTube, TikTok, and my website, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. And if you guys want to book a reading there, everything is in the description below or in the bio. Okay, love you guys so much. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye.